What the You're telling me the game's gonna be that good that you're gonna charge $80? Oh my god, no. Alright, so Mario Kart World looks absolutely immaculate. I didn't even know how they can even top Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but here we are. They're basically taking the whole thing of Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing's Transformed and just increasing it in a much grander scale, making it open world and having a battle royale mode. It's so amazing. It is absolutely so amazing. Oh my god, look at Peach here. This might be one of my favorite designs of Princess Peach, just like ever. It's just this really cool biker outfit. It's just so damn cool. But like, everything looks great, and we're gonna be getting a direct for Mario Kart World in a couple weeks. So we're gonna hear everything about this game. But what are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, I'm showing you this here, but like, this isn't... This isn't no April Fool's joke. $80! What the You're telling me the game's gonna be that good that you're gonna charge $80? I want a good explanation from Nintendo, because I want to be clear with you on this. I love Nintendo. I absolutely love Nintendo, and just, I wouldn't be the same man that you see here today if it weren't for Nintendo. But, oh my god, they are so anti-consumer. They've just proven time and time again that they're just so damn stubborn. That they're just so, and they're so anti-consumer. Like for example, remember when they shut down the Wii U and 3DS eShops? And they offered no alternatives to salvage those games that were in the eShop? They could have just transferred to the Switch eShop. They could have at least given us a proper explanation, but said no. A lot of non-answers. Nintendo, the king of non-answers. You know, people like to bring up the whole console war stuff. Oh, it's PlayStation versus Xbox. Nintendo has the biggest pull in the gaming industry. It's not even close. There's a reason why they didn't go into the console war. They kind of gave up on the console wars because they realized it was a lost cause, and they realized that, hey, it's not gonna matter. We're still gonna be on top. You hear all of these game journalists and other people talking about PlayStation and Xbox, pretending that Nintendo doesn't even exist, even though that they literally have the biggest pull in the gaming industry. If they're literally the Disney of the gaming industry. Like, Nintendo is, I wouldn't say they're not really an evil company, obviously, like Disney is, but Nintendo is very greedy. Nintendo can be very greedy, and this is like no exception. Now, from what I've seen, this is like the only game so far that's like $80. Donkey Kong Bonanza is like $70. But like, why is this $80? Like, why? Like, what are we doing, Nintendo? What are we doing? You're telling me that this game is that damn good that it's going to cost $80. I'm gonna need you to prove to me, Nintendo, that this game is that damn good to be cost $80. What are we doing? $80? I hope it's that damn good that it's gonna be cost $80. And I don't want to get political. I don't think this is because of the tariffs. I personally think it's because Nintendo really wants to build like an $80 game. I believe this is all Nintendo. I don't think this is like tariffs. Now the price of the Switch 2 itself, some people say, okay, $450 is a little much. Although I do agree, at the end of the day, I don't mind the pricing. But now that I'm thinking about it, now that I think about it a little bit more, How much was the OLED? Well, how much is the Switch 1? The Switch 1 was like $300. I remember that when I first bought my Switch, the Gen 1 Switch, $300. And then usually with bundles they're like $350. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, and the OLED was like $350. Yeah, so like for $50 more, you get a little bit of upgrades. Sure, okay. So Switch 2 is $100 more. Now I think the hardware is pretty good, but you can't help. No, because like the game chat is cool. It's basically Nintendo Discord, but I don't know, man. They say you get to connect to compatible USB-C like cameras, so I don't know what that means. Does it mean I get to use the camera that I have, which is a pretty good camera? I have a Razer Kiyo Pro. It's decent. You're saying I can use my Razer Kiyo Pro on the my Nintendo Switch 2? I don't know. A lot of unanswered questions. I love the idea. Don't get me wrong. I love the idea of game chat, but like the execution is just I'm worried. I'm worried about how the execution is going to be. Well, I mean, we'll see all too well once we get our hands on it. We'll see that ultimately, but it's like you kind of can't blame the people who think that the Switch 2 is a little underwhelming in the features. You kind of can't blame them. You kind of can't blame them. I see parallels to the 3DS XL, where they answer, the C-Stick, and a little bit more processing power, and a little bit of faster load times. Obviously, there's a lot more features to the Switch 2, to Switch 1, and don't get me wrong, Switch 2 is great, especially with the hardware that it offers. But, like, is it a generational leap? Is the Switch 2 a generational leap compared to the Switch 1? No. As of now, from what I'm seeing, no. I don't see it as this generational leap. Is it still gonna be good? Is it still gonna sell well? I'm gonna say yes. The marketing far exceeds that of like the Wii U. One of the reasons the Wii U did not do so well is because of the poor marketing. It's because of the poor marketing. But I'm going off on a tangent. Going back to Mario Kart World, you better have a damn good explanation as to why Mario Kart World is that good for Nintendo to be charging $80. Now, we're going to be getting that direct, so we're going to be finding out everything that we need to know, and we'll get to see if this game is actually worth charging $80 for. And for what I'm seeing so far, it looks incredible. But $80, if it were me, I would drop the price. Like if you're gonna charge a premium price for charge $70. I would live with Mario Kart World being charged $70. I would live with that. Games cost more to make nowadays, especially due to the economy and the state of the world. Games cost more to make. So if you're gonna charge $70, okay, that's fine. I can live with that. $80 fucking dollars? Now, Mario Kart World, that's gonna be a system seller. Like, they started off strong with the Direct. If you're going to sell me the console, they're gonna sell me a game that's going to be worth getting the console for. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is the highest selling game on the Nintendo Switch, and it's not even close. It's not even close. It beats out Smash and Animal Crossing. No, it's not even close. So you're gonna start off with a Mario Kart game on launch title, a Mario Kart game that surpasses that of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Great, excellent. Worth $80 though? I hope so. I hope so. They still need to drop the price. Like, drop it to $70. That would be better, in my opinion. But at the end of the day, we'll see. They're offering this in a bundle for like $350. No, imagine that. For like $500, because the price of the Switch 2 is $450. Nintendo can be very anti-consumer, like a lot of the time. A lot of the time, they can be very anti-consumer. They can be very anti-consumer. Am I gonna get this? Yes. Here's the thing. Am I going to get the Switch 2 day one? If I have the money? Sure. But it'll be best for me to get the bundle with Mario Kart World. Oh god, and here's another thing. GameCube is finally coming to the Nintendo Switch Online. I've wanted this for so long, and it looks so damn good. But I don't like that it's a Switch 2 exclusive. Basically, it's locked on a $400 price tag if you want the GameCube and NSO. Why not just have it with Switch 1 and Switch 2? I don't understand. Yeah, you're trying to sell the Switch 2. I get that, but it's like Nintendo has always... They didn't use the nickel and dime. I mean, the only reason why the Wii Sports was put in as a free thing with the Wii was like Reggie had to convince both Miyamoto and Iwata to do so. Eventually, they succeeded, and it ended up pawning out pretty well. But I'm like... Oh my god, and they also have this demo game that they're charging as a paid... Why can't that be free? That better be free. It's not free. It's not free. It's not free. Oh my god. Anyway, I don't want this rant to be too long. At the end of the day, Nintendo's greedy. I love them, but they're fucking greedy. They are fucking anti-consumer. They are very anti-consumer. A lot of the times. And this is just no exception. I would like Nintendo to do better. Drop the price tag to $70. There is no reason that this should cost like $80. Unless if you prove to me that they're that... if Nintendo proves to me that this game is $80, then fine. But even so, drop it to $70. Because people are not going to be paying $80 for a video game when they have other expenses. You bring it up to like $70. Okay, everyone can live with that. Donkey Kong Bonanza is $70. Why is Mario Kart World $80? We'll find out all too well, especially with the Direct. We'll see if Nintendo will prove to us that this game is worth $80 freaking dollars. Diablo. But anyway, I just wanted to rant. How do you guys feel? Are you gonna be? Do you like Mario Kart World being priced at $80? I don't. But do you guys feel that's a fair pricing? Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Drop a comment below. I will be reacting to the Mario Kart World Direct. So we'll see what they have cooking. If you smell what they're cooking. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Bye. Oh man.